Josh, welcome back to the show, my friend. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Well, it's always good to see you. You've already been on stage, or you're going to close, or you're closing the show?
Just finished.
Just finished.
Yep.
Pretty much closing the show then.
Yeah.
What are you hearing from everyone here at Unleash? What's kind of top of mind
I
right
would
now?
say there's a massive amount of passion and energy and confusion about what to do in the AI agenda, because AI is such a reinvention type of technology that most HR departments are really struggling to figure out where to apply it and how to really get leverage. But it's picking up speed. And of course, the vendor market is filled with things.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of opportunities for people to learn about this stuff.
It seems like there's a lot of fear around AI.
There is. You know, I had a big meeting yesterday with a bunch of companies. People are worried about losing their jobs. They're worried about the AI making mistakes. And they're worried about the impact of AI on the quality of their services. And, you know, what I say to them is, certainly the way we see it, is AI is an empowering technology to create what we call the superworker. And so if we teach people how to use it and we let them explore, by the way, it takes time. You can't learn it by taking a course.
Yeah.
And let them explore on the opportunities to add value, then all of a sudden, everybody starts to realize this isn't eliminating my job. It's allowing me to do more and maybe have a new role or add more value in new ways. That's really where it's going. The problem is we have these job titles and job structures and traditional business processes that need to be reinvented. And then in terms of the fear of AI, you know, for some reason, the AI tech people seem to like to talk about, you know, how AI is going to ruin the planet. I don't see that happening. I think it's about, you know, managing the data well and making sure that each company takes care of the training the systems well, and that the vendors stay responsible and work closely with their clients. So I think we're going to get past that, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the workforce in general about it.
Yeah. One of the themes that's been coming up, I interviewed 15 CHROs yesterday, and a common theme was around how AI is reshaping the people strategy itself. And what does it take for HR to balance innovation with AI and humanity? So I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I really think if you take the sort of message that we have of the superworker, if you think of AI as a way to improve the performance and engagement and capacity and productivity of each person, and that each person has now the capability of delivering 8, 10, 15 times more, whatever that is they're doing, that is not threatening. If you go to your company and say, we want you all to improve your productivity by 30% because we're going to reduce the headcount, well, everybody's going to get nervous and they're going to get scared. So a lot of this is how you frame it, and then allowing the organization to be more flexible. So as productivity is improved, people find themselves in new roles. That's, you know, kind of a cultural thing that some companies are good at and some companies are not.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, making sure that not only the CHRO, but the CEO and the CFO communicates that message, then you build energy in the organization to find new applications of AI, as opposed to fear in the organization where people are sort of afraid to touch it and they're not sure what's going to happen, and they don't feel like they're experts and so forth.
Yeah. What does this mean for the employee experience and how it's going to shape that?
Well, I mean, the big struggle in employee experience is finding the right information, getting answers to a question, solving a problem, getting hold of HR, getting the manager to help them. And, you know, if you really build an agent strategy with a well-designed agent for your employees, they can go to the agent and ask it questions. I mean, our agent, Galileo, is basically a digital business partner, digital HR business partner. We just have to get to the point where we've deployed enough of those things.
Yeah.
And, you know, from a cost savings standpoint, I've talked to companies that spend $100 million a year maintaining their HR portal for their employees.
Yeah.
That number is going to go down. That number is going to go down by a factor of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. What do you think that people aren't talking about enough, but they really should be?
I think the biggest I mean, we've been doing it for 2.5 years in our company. I think the biggest thing that maybe people don't understand yet is this is an exploring process. It's not you buy it and it does X and you're done. The technology keeps getting better and doing more.
Yeah.
So we have to be in the continuous reinvention mindset. And I think HR people are beginning to understand that. But the old model is I go out and I buy SAP or whatever, and I implement it and I train people on it and I'm done. And people, often say to me, we did our ERP as if it's done.
It's never
This
done.
is not like that.
Yeah, no worries. Where can people learn more about Galileo, connect with you?
Well, you can go to Galileo at getgalileo.ai. Getgalileo.ai is our main website, or go to our website, joshbersin.com. We actually have a promotion for Galileo that if people sign up for next year's Unleash, or if they get on the list for next year's Unleash, they can get a 90-day free trial of Galileo. So we just started that today. And, I'm pretty easy to find.
And lastly, before you let you go, what advice would you give to all of the HR leaders listening that are going to be sitting in the CHRO seat very soon? There's
for everybody that's moving into senior level leadership in HR, this AI issue is going to bring together everything you've learned: engagement, skills development, culture, management development, empowerment, data management, security, privacy. All of these independent domains of HR, in some sense, come together during this AI agenda. So, and you have to sort of get rid of the imposter syndrome that you don't know how to do this. Nobody knows how to do it.
That's a good thing.
Everybody's learning.
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate you coming as always. Good to see you.
Great.
Enjoy the rest of the event, all right?
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Appreciate you.